I'm not even recording the audio. That's still that would have been funny.
Yeah, you nerded out there for a second, man.
All right.
Well, yeah, because I thought it'd be fun to go and get some competitive games going.
So, what do you guys think? Are we
recording
ready to
or
get this
what?
thing going?
Bum, 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 bum.
Is that thing recording down there?
Yeah.
Yep.
I got my shit recording. Oh, SKIDS Podcast. Shane Kopke here, and I'm here as usual with Kevin Gage and Tim McNichols. No, is that it? That's not it. That's not it. I'm sorry. Those are the wrong names.
It's our parallel universe version.
You are?
Hello, my name is Tim Gage.
I'm Kevin Nick Nichols.
All right. They're not very enthusiastic.
Match
This
my
is great.
fucking energy, Kevin. Just
Wait.
mix it up a bit, bud.
I'm working
Jesus
on the
Christ,
energy.
dude.
No.
I'm supposed to be morose, not you.
Yeah. Remember, we have one fat slug on this
Yeah, come on,
show.
man. Jesus.
And that's Tim.
Give me that. Don't take that from me.
I'm sorry, Tim. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
Trying to steal his thunder. And
need
it's
to-
not that hard. He's slow.
Steal my blubber, not my thunder.
Hey, best
I've
way
just
to
been
get a little
using.
energy.
I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring again lately, so a lot of thunder and lightning shit. So
Nah, for me, it's Helldivers 2. It's all about the stratagems.
nah. Been way into playing Elden Ring again because they got the new DLC coming out in June.
Yep, 2 months.
Okay.
No,
So-
3 months. April, May, June. Yeah, 2 months.
Yeah, that's 3.
I'm looking forward to it, dude. It's gonna be so much
yeah,
fun.
it looks
hopefully,
fucking
it's
great.
not like 10 minutes or some stupid
I
shit like
think
that.
they've been working on it for the last 2 years.
Yeah, good. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Because Elden Ring came out 2 years ago.
It's
Can you
been a
believe
minute.
that?
Yeah.
That's fucking wild. It came out when we were pretty early on into the podcast.
Yeah.
And I remember us going, Kevin, we really need to start early every day now. And then
So we get
he's
some
like,
time
I don't
in."
know, man. I don't know. And then but the best one was we got him to show up early that one day.
They
and then-
nerfed the fuck out of Radon. Have you played him yet?
No, not yet. But we got Kevin to show up early that one day, and I was like, Kevin, you just got to come over. We got to talk to you. And then and then we go, and then I go, so Kevin, me and Tim have been thinking that, the show's going really good with me and Tim. If you could just be the producer,
I already am.
and Kevin, and just do all the background stuff. The same shit you're doing now.
Get your booth
just
like, what's
don't
her
talk
name?
anymore. and Kevin's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, Kevin, it's a joke. He's like, this is a fucking joke. And I was like, I guess you don't understand what this is a joke means. But, all right, let's keep going with it. Because you were so fucking pissed that you couldn't even hear that. I'm saying that I'm joking around. We just wanted to start early because we wanted to play Elden Ring.
You guys in that fucking Elden Ring, man.
Dude,
I swear you
we
guys were
had-
obsessed with that for so long.
Yeah, I just got done with that Sons of Rome or whatever it is. Son of Rome Rise.
Yeah, Rise.
It's a quick game, but it's a good fun.
yeah.
I guess there's some fun there. I mean, it looks good.
It looks
It's
really
playable.
good.
It's just it's
surprisingly
not my
for
style.
what is it?
Yeah.
A 10-year-old game?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's old.
It was one of the first games that
2014.
came out on the Xbox One, I think. It was like one of the launch games.
Yeah.
It still looks good.
Yeah, the graphics look great, but
I mean, but you got to think
it's
too.
not.
Like we were.
It is what it is, you know.
Well,
It's simple is
yeah.
what it is.
We were
The-
talking
the
before
play
the
style is simple.
Yeah.
We were also talking before the show that like Red Dead Redemption 2 that came out what 7 years ago.
About that sounds right. Yeah.
So I mean, and that game looks amazing.
yeah, to this day, still looks beautiful.
But we also talked about Elden Ring, which Elden Ring I wouldn't say looks amazing. I
It's
think
playable.
I think it looks good.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah.
But its game mechanics are so good that it keeps you playing.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
I know. I like I said. I
mean,
just started.
I will
another
say this
playthrough.
though. I don't see a sorcerer build being all that successful, honestly.
Why?
Or just because your defense is terrible.
yeah, but that's why you don't get
No.
hit.
Well-
you kick back, you sit back and shoot
You also
spells at guys.
you also focus on your buffs.
That's what I mean. It's basically sitting back and sending your little whatever out, your ghost. or
See,
your
but
tier.
I don't play mine that way. I play kind of a what is it? It's not sorcery. It's the other one.
Magic.
No, magic.
Arcane.
No. So sorcery is part. Which one's sorcery?
Glintstone is the
Okay, sorcery is the one with the staff.
Yeah, that's
right.
the staff.
I use the one with the
incantations.
Incantations.
Yeah.
That's what I use.
Yeah,
I like
what
the
play with.
I like the incantation. Now I've played sorcery in the past, and it's fucking powerful. Because I put everything into because I use the sword of Night and Flame. I love that sword.
Yeah, it's a pretty badass sword.
It's great. It's so great when there's like 10 guys in front of you that move slow, and you just flip one fucking flame and it shoots them all dead.
Yeah,
in one
especially
hit.
if they're not. I mean, those hands on that one level, I hate.
The hands are annoying to play against because they're like those fucking face huggers.
Yeah.
Except that they're hands.
Oh,
like 12
speaking
fingers
of
on them
face
and shit.
huggers, the trailer
There
for
we go.
the teaser for the new Alien movie just came out.
Tangent.
Wait, there's a
guys
new.
wanna watch it?
There's a new Alien movie coming out.
Yeah, it's called Alien Romulus, and actually, the
it's-
trailer looks pretty good.
We'll have to check it out after we're done talking about Elden Ring.
Of course, fucking Elden Ring.
So back to the Elden Ring.
Well done, Kevin. Yes, let's see this Alien movie.
What was the other thing that I said we should talk about tonight?
Pornography.
That's not what I said.
Homosexuality.
Nope. None of these things are anything that I
I
said.
think they're both interesting. So
All right, Kevin, look up homosexual porn. Apparently, Tim wants to see it.
yeah, I've heard of it. I've just never seen it before.
Can we just pretend we did and not?
No, Kevin.
Apparently,
see,
you're not even
I like
supposed to say that anymore.
I like how Kevin thinks that it's immediately going to be two dudes. What if it's two chicks?
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, well,
Way to
if
go,
it's two
Kevin.
chicks, fine.
Way to go, Kevin.
Then you normally when
No,
you
no,
say
no,
that,
I
you'd
get
say
it.
lesbian.
No. They're both
Lesbianist.
homosexual.
I know they are.
They've changed the wording for it now. It's like gender attract or same gender attractor.
Did you hear what?
Oh,
What is
God.
it?
Here they go again.
You know the guys that are considered fuckboys that just fuck every chick they see, right?
Yeah.
They've given themselves a new name, and I forget what it was, but
Twinks?
it's brilliant. No. Stop it.
No, that's a gay thing.
They gave themselves a new. You know how they've now Pauly and this and that and all that. They gave
Jesus.
themselves a. I forget what it was like.
Well, Google it while Kevin's pulling up that
yeah,
video.
what-
Let's see what the fuck
what
a
name-
fuckboy is now.
Yeah, what?
Because I'm
name
curious too.
Did fuckboys give themselves now?
what,
don't-
fuckboy wasn't good enough for him?
No, because it's so much better.
Derogative.
No, Kevin. They
Prerogative?
gave themselves this.
Derogatory?
They gave themselves
Derogatory.
this.
Yeah, not derogative.
Yeah,
Derogatory.
I like how you put derivative and derogatory
I
in
know,
the
I
same
know.
word. It's
Yeah.
not. They're not even
Well,
similar.
hey, we can make it a new word.
What was the word for him? What are
I
they called
don't
now?
know.
Twink? No, I can't
No.
remember.
You keep going with that
Why-
twink thing,
I like
man.
that.
You really want to go with this gay porn bit tonight?
Little
don't
tiny
you?
twink, man. They're adorable and sassy.
No, they changed the name to like singular
Multiple partner thing.
Pauly. I think that's what it was. Like
Singular
singular Pauly
Pauly?
or something like that,
Huh.
symbolizing that no.
They fuck lots
They're
of
going to be
people.
by themselves, but fuck everybody else.
Well, that's
Right?
just, that's just
God, man.
no. There's another name.
No,
for
they
that.
get. I forget what the fuck they gave. They gave themselves a name, so that when somebody goes, "Oh, what are you?" and they just say that, it
God.
sounds so like they're
better
like,
than fuckboy.
well, it's better than I want this whatever with you. Whatever lie is gonna get me in your pants.
God, I'm so sick of
know.
all this fucking like. The
It's all
word
fucking
changing and
nonsense.
shit. It's like it means the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
You're just changing the term.
Well, like I remember tomboy was a thing.
Yeah.
Now that chicks like I'm this and that and this and it's
Yeah,
like,
it's
yeah.
not butch
No, you're
anymore.
not.
You can't say butch.
well, butch was different than tomboy though.
That
That's
is,
the other
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, tomboy.
Tomboy
is
was just a girl that-
androgynous almost.
No,
No.
tomboy wasn't it.
Tomboy-
Androgynous was a different
yeah.
thing too.
Tom-
Dipshit.
Tomboy was just a girl that tended to dress in like
Not necessarily dressed, but did things that like
Did-
guys
yeah,
like.
yeah,
Like she'd be out
exactly.
as a child, like when you were 6 or 7, she'd be out there catching frogs with you.
Yes, exactly.
Versus
yeah.
in the house playing with dolls.
Yeah,
She'd be
yeah.
considered a tomboy.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
or she'd have the slingshot and
Yeah.
she'd be shooting shit too, and you'd be like, "Wow, this chick's doing
Right,
that. That's
right.
crazy."
yeah.
Now it's like, she's well, we better put her on the path of hormones.
Yeah,
You're
no
like,
shit,
what?
let's
She's
turn her into a
6.
man.
Yeah.
The fuck are you talking about?
Obviously wants to be, but that's the other
Yeah.
thing that kind of annoys me. If you take a look at the big picture of everything, a female that wants to be male or believes that they're male,
Yeah.
so they have to dress and fit the part of a male, so they identify as a male. But then you take a step back and say, well, why do you have to change who you are, your appearance,
Well,
in order
yeah,
to fit
especially
into
when their argument
category?
is that there is no gender.
that? Exactly.
Right.
And it's
That's
like-
what I mean. Is like, why are you trying to adhere to these gender specific
Yeah.
clothing or look or feet. You know why?
Really?
The thing
See,
I've
that's the
never
thing.
understood is why not people just act who they are. That's it.
Yeah.
Just be you.
Thank you. That's
See,
what I
Stop
mean.
fucking trying to
See-
follow this thing and go, oh, now I'm accepted by a group.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing with all these ideological ideas and designations. Once you actually start scratching past the surface of them, that's all they are. It's surface level bullshit.
Yeah.
That they're obsessed with. You know, like you were just talking about. Oh, they must change their clothing, the way they dress.
Yeah.
You know, like Ellen Page became Elliot Page, now dresses like a man.
Yeah, but she cut off her tits.
I get
Yeah,
that.
she had a
However,
mistake.
that's the
That
further.
seems pretty extreme.
That's the extreme or
But
more
yeah,
extreme,
why not
push,
be who you
but,
are and not change the physical attributes? Is what yeah, exactly.
You know, and then but
I don't know,
others
maybe
just
she just
change
doesn't
the
like
clothes.
having tits, or he, whatever it is now.
Well, there is. I mean, there could be a medical necessity for it, I guess. You know, with weight of him and all that. But still, I don't see the part of. I don't see the point of it.
Ellen Page was hot. This Elliot person, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Looks kind of sickly, to be honest. Every time I've
Looks
seen
like
him on TV.
looks like if Justin Bieber got cancer.
She's pulling,
Yeah.
or he's pulling tens, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
weirdly
money.
a rich
it's
person
in Hollywood.
pulling in tens.
Yeah, they're
That's
super
odd,
rich.
Tim. Crazy.
buying tens. Then is what you think?
No,
No?
that's not how it works.
No,
either.
it's just they're
not buying
her
them.
her status in Hollywood,
Wait,
the
wait.
money that
Can we
that
just
they
step?
make and,
Can we
you
step
know.
back for a second
What?
and notice Tim's 0 to 60 on everything? It's either so she's paying all these people. No. Oh. And then you just like step on the brakes immediately, or you go gung ho one direction. There's no middle ground with you.
No,
I've noticed.
I've
noticed that you have
I don't
no
like to,
middle ground.
Yeah, I don't like to hang out in the gray area. I'm not a fan of that shit.
Which is where almost everything is, and you're just
Yeah.
like, nope.
It frustrates the hell out
Fuck
of me.
them.
I don't like gray areas at all.
I just thought we'd step back and notice that for a second, because that's something we don't point out very often.
Yeah, it's got to be
That's
one or
true.
the other. Fuck them in between, dude.
But the in between's the fun part.
That's the in between is
In
like
between
you
the
said.
sheets.
It's pretty much where
That's not where
everything-
I was thinking,
where
but,
life
you know,
actually is in the in
leg
between.
thing.
So you guys want to watch this trailer? It's pretty short. It's
we
only
were
about-
talking about it. There's something about
Yeah,
the
only
you
trailer.
about
said,
a
you
minute
said
and 3
a
aliens.
trailer of the new Elden Ring
the new
thing?
Yeah,
Is that what it
it's
was?
The new
Ellen
Elden Ring, that's
Page?
it.
Elden Rage?
She's changing her name to Romulus.
Elden Page?
Romulus Page.
Can we see the fucking video now, dude, or what?
Are you gonna fucking play the
I've
video?
been sitting there for the last 20 minutes trying to watch this goddamn
Jesus Christ,
trailer.
dude.
Because I love aliens.
You know what? The show's only been on for 12 minutes, so you were wrong on that.
It feels like 20 minutes.
It feels like it. I don't know why today. I
There it
looked
is.
at it 3 minutes in and went, "What the fuck?"
It's going.
But if you don't breathe, you'll die. You might want to turn this up somehow.
Oh, I can hear it. It's
Wait a
fine.
minute.
No, it's going to fuck it up, dude, if you do that. Oh. Too loud.
No, it's not. It's about the right spot.
Yeah, that's going to blow speakers out.
No, it's
This is like at the same level as my voice.
yeah, it's fine.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my...
I do love how they got the actual actor to do that in that fucking movie. Not again.
No, they can't. Yeah.
And then the alien comes out and does that fucking shit with the. He's got a cane.
He's
and a
got
top
the little
hat.
top hat. Yeah.
But
no,
the other good
That
part
looks
about
pretty
that
good.
scene.
I like it.
Yeah,
other
it looks better. Honestly, I think it goes back to form. You know, the alien.
Rather than Prometheus, where it was more...
Yeah. You know, you got the claustrophobic spaceship
Well,
all the way.
it's-
Always, it's dark.
They're going for
You
a
got-
horror,
Yeah.
suspense horror.
which is how Alien should be.
Yeah,
Well,
Alien
not
was a lot of
necessarily.
jump scares. I do remember that.
Alien was that way. Aliens was the action movie of it.
True, but they still had that. There was the claustrophobia.
Yeah, it was all tight.
and
tight
you know,
like
lots
they're-
of tight corridors and
Right.
you know,
I
aliens
know,
coming out of the walls.
I like
and-
how every place makes vents that are actually way bigger than real vents.
Yeah,
They're like, we can fit 18 people in
Oh,
this
I
vent.
know,
No,
right,
you
yeah.
can't.
there's
Well,
like an
in
army of
space, it's
aliens
different.
crawling through.
In space, it's not different. They were also on a planet.
They did this.
That's not space.
Oh, and aliens. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
they were
right.
on a planet.
They landed
Aliens-
on the colony, huh?
Yeah, they were on the planet that the ship in the original was found on, but there had been a colony that had
Yeah, I remember.
populated there since the first
Well,
movie.
how are they going to work on systems in the colony if they don't have a way to access those through vents? How are you going to work on this? On
So
the,
you think that you
computer
access
system?
other buildings is through vents?
Yeah.
Why
You're
not?
That's how you get from one place to another. How
Hey,
you work on
Tim,
the
Tim, are you really as
infrastructure.
dumb as you look?
Infrastructure. You got to work on the infrastructure through vents.
See, I would think the
It's all done
vents
with
would be
vents.
actually more like the one Bishop got into, that little small, tiny
God,
one
that
where he
was
had to like,
claustrophobic
yeah,
as
where he had
fuck.
to like
He was,
shimmy
like,
through.
shoulder
That's how
shimmy.
real vents are.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hated that scene, dude. That sucked.
Oh, I know. That always made me.
Yeah, but he was a
claustrophobic.
robot, so it didn't matter.
Well, I know, but still,
Jesus, man.
nonetheless, that was a very
I remember as a kid going like, I would not fucking.
yeah.
do that.
There's
It's
no
like-
way. There's no way.
Yeah.
That was pretty good, though. I mean, it's
It didn't show a lot, though.
No.
That's the only thing. Like,
But hey,
I
that's fine. Though.
Kind of.
It's
as long
a
as
teaser.
we don't have Sigourney Weaver
We don't want
popping
them.
her head in
We don't
saying,
want them to give
"Get
us the
away
whole
from her,
movie.
you
You know?
bitch!"
That was in the second one.
Yeah.
I think they gave enough to pique interest, and they showed. To me, what I like is that the technology and everything looks like it's back to the old
The
way.
fuck is up
where
with
it's
your
like the
Google
retro.
homepage?
I don't know. Google homepage puts up random
Brave
shit.
Talk with like this gay-looking dude.
I didn't make the company. I don't know.
I think Kevin, it's his search engine
Yeah.
stuff that gets all this stuff tossed on
He's gonna
his.
learn how to tell his parents.
you guys are fucking.
I like how it's a guy who made Mom,
It's a cartoon character guy holding a cell phone.
but it says Brave Talk under it. We know what that
Because
means, Kevin.
No,
We know what that means.
He's so
are you
brave.
retarded? That's the name of the fucking browser.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's called Brave. Brave Talk is the way you can do video calls through Brave.
So you can tell your mom. Oh man,
Who's this calling me through Brave?
you
Oh, it's
ju-
Kevin.
oh, wow, you're so brave, Kevin.
It's my brave little boy. Girl now, I guess.
Kevin's like, so I'm now in a lesbian relationship. You're like, wait, what? But you're keeping the
Wouldn't
penis.
that
No, it's-
wouldn't that technically make me straight then? Still?
There's no need to get into
No.
it, dude. There's no need.
Yeah.
to
If you became a chick
If-
and you were in the relationship that
kept-
you're in now,
you'd be a
But I'm
lesbian.
still a man.
Nope.
no,
you
have
are a
you not
female.
seen the world today? No, you
I
wouldn't
don't
be.
care about the world today. It's still a man.
In the eyes of God, you'd still be an abomination.
Yeah.
But outside of that, you get to pick whatever the fuck you are that moment in time.
That's what we just need to get back to. It's biblical times. The eyes of God. Have that
Yes.
explained.
We need more fire and brimstone. We don't
we-
have enough
you know
fire
what?
and brimstone
We-
anymore.
that's the problem
I mean,
with the
now,
world today
sure,
is the lack
in
of religion.
Gaza, we've got a lot of fire and brimstone, and maybe some parts of
Well,
Ukraine.
that's the wrong religion. That's the problem.
That's true. You guys had the wrong religion.
That's what you get. Yeah, that coming.
Well, I know we've talked about it before, but remember when Pat Robertson said that, what was it? I think it was Hurricane Katrina. And he was like, the whole reason it hit there because it was all the gays.
'cause there were
And
gays.
you're
Yeah.
like, but Pat, it hit none of the gay sections. It hit
Right.
all the other sections. The gay section was the untouched section.
Plus, you'd think that
He's like, yeah, but God's still mad at them. He's not always accurate.
He took away all their
Well,
friends.
and
Yeah.
you'd think that if they actually, if say God was trying to take out the gays, they'd hit San Francisco first.
I don't know. That I guess that the quarter in New Orleans.
Oh, is it really?
Pretty high up there,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
I believe
okay.
Thailand's probably the gayest.
No.
Thailand?
Not according to the new rules.
Oh, what
Now-
are the new rules of Thailand?
No. The new rules of the way we describe
they
things.
are ladies now.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's a lot of dicks and assholes there.
Yeah, dude, you'd probably get tricked on definitely some of them.
I have been.
Of course.
Honestly, you watch your videos, like, God damn, she is fucking banging. And then you see a dick slanging. You're like, golly, gosh,
Well,
darn it.
Dude, I remember telling you guys that there was that
That's an
Bond.
awkward blank, isn't it?
There was a Bond girl that tricked everybody
Oh,
in the
yeah.
70s.
Yeah.
That tricked everybody.
That show.
What?
Yeah, there was a transsexual Bond girl in the 70s.
Really?
It was either 70s or early 80s. I can't remember which.
That trans girl on Euphoria, man.
let's
Holy
see.
shit, she's
One.
smoking on it.
Let's see if you can find it. Trans Bond girl.
Yeah, I want to see her
And
dick.
Kevin, don't toss the same thing that you always toss at the end. Nude.
That's some trans in
No,
bondage.
you don't have to.
Jeez.
what
You
it's
don't have to
gonna
put 70s or 80s. Just trans Bond girl will probably pull it up. There we go.
Smoke show, man. Holy
yeah,
shit.
Caroline Cossie, I believe that's
Woo.
who it was.
Gorgeous.
Well, we haven't seen any pictures, Tim.
That small picture right there, the brunette.
Yeah, you can't tell.
Look at the size of
up-
that rack.
Look
Caroline Cossie.
check out images to see, because this is like she
I don't know how you have
fooled
to instruct
everybody
him how to
at the
use
time.
this fucking computer.
I know, it's
dude.
fucking amazing
You
that
know what I mean?
got to sit over here and go, hey, hit
click
images.
it.
We're trying to find pictures of this fucking person.
Remember when we said look? You have to look at her. In order to do that, you need to see an image. Our eyeballs like to
Yeah,
see
right there.
images.
There's an article of
Not-
it.
not
James
text.
Bond girl was a boy.
Jesus.
That is a boy. Holy cow! Even got the midriff of a female. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's fucking wild that like that's what happened in I think it was the 70s.
That's
I
That's
want to find out
impressive.
what movie it was, what Bond movie it actually was.
Earth Girls Are
Yeah,
Easy.
check out the IMDb.
Oh, it's For Your Eyes Only.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'll pull my pants down for your eyes only.
So that was that Sean Connery on that one, or
I don't think so. I think that might have been Roger Moore.
Uh,
Yep, Roger Moore.
Roger Moore? That makes more sense.
Okay,
then.
so 1981.
81.
Okay, that was right.
Still
Either late
pretty
70s
close. It's
or
pretty
80s.
close. Yeah.
yeah, like I said, that's an impressive statuesque woman.
Yeah,
right there.
so that's what I mean. Like, that's pretty shocking when you find that out. You're like, I forget. I think I learned that from listening to the Howard Stern show back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
I never
Yeah.
knew that.
Yeah,
Never
no,
knew it.
I think that's the only reason that I figured that out was Howard Stern was talking about it because they were talking about, like, the Bond movies.
Yeah.
And then so he tossed that out because apparently he knew about it. And I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy. And, you know, it's somebody that when you watch the movie, you're like, oh, you don't even think of that.
Yeah.
You know?
No, there's another one.
But
from
now
that-
we have to call people ladies that have beards.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the problem I have.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. There was. I remember seeing
Well,
something like that.
That I don't have as much of a problem. I don't care.
Yeah.
Well,
by all
did
means.
you hear about that shit that's going on with the gym fucking
The YMCA?
Planet Fitness?
Jim Crow?
No.
What? No.
Planet Fitness? What's
Fitness?
going on there?
So apparently a lot of women are canceling their memberships because
They like
Planet Fitness-
bonbons.
Well, they let men into the women's bathroom.
Oh,
And
yeah,
there's
that's
these-
fucked up.
Well, and there's these women that have taken photos, and it's literally there's a guy. He's not even trying to look like a woman. It's just a dude. And
Well,
it's in the women's bathroom, like and
With kids in there
You know-
too? You think?
You know who Riley
yeah.
Riley Gaines is,
So
right?
fucked up.
yeah.
Did you hear the things she was saying about Leah?
Oh, about Leah
Thompson?
Thomas? Yeah,
Thomas?
because I watched her Joe Rogan episode.
Yeah, didn't she say that he would
He
the whole
walked around
time
butt-ass
not
naked.
not that, but the whole time he was still just fucking chicks and just
yeah,
being a dude.
Yeah, exactly.
But fucking crushing records and pussy.
And if they said anything
That's
about
how you
it,
do
they
it,
could
dude.
they could
Well,
get kicked out.
She also, I guess, she tied her or whatever.
yeah, that individual.
But they tied in a race, and because it was a better story for the school,
They gave him-
it to,
yeah,
to
they gave
Tom,
him the
Thomas
fucking
or whatever the fuck his name is.
the award, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up. It's like, dude, you have an actual athlete here in the women's category. This is
Who
the,
just tied with an actual
and
man.
look, it's the one place where I actually kind of care about it.
yeah.
Because,
No, me too. Me
you
too.
know, I mean,
I
not that
agree.
I care about women's sports. I don't.
No.
No offense to
but
women's
the
sports.
fairness,
But
in
it is
regards to
completely
fairness.
fucked up,
Yeah.
especially when I remember seeing the fucking photos of the dude chick that was playing fucking rugby in Australia.
Oh, I didn't see that
Dude,
one.
they looked like a fucking, it looked like Ogre from the fucking Revenge of the Nerds movies.
Holy shit.
And, like, just a fucking monster, and then all these tiny ladies.
Well, there was I think it was either basketball
Like,
or softball
undefeated
or something
person?
like that had the school team just basically forfeited.
Australia. That.
Oh, there it is. Right
What was
there.
that?
The school team forfeited because three.
Oh, they
of
didn't
them,
want to play. Against
No,
them.
because three of them got injured by this dude.
Oh.
You know, it was,
Well, I
it
know
was a
that
high school team that's
there-
just like, we're done. We're not.
There was
we're
one
not
high
hurt
school
anymore.
team that actually just quit because when they saw what it was, they were just like, "Nah, we're not doing this. This is fucking bullshit."
I think that's what needs to be done more
Look
and
at
more.
that.
This is what I'm talking about, dude.
Oh my God!
Look at the
Come
look on that poor
on.
girl's face.
Come
She's looking at them like,
on.
what the fuck are you doing here, man?
Yeah, I mean, like, it looks like if Heath Ledger just
You know what?
wasn't
Start
dead.
their own. Why don't we have a trans league then? For fuck's sake, just do that. Go ahead and play,
at
but
this
play with
shit.
trans. Go ahead and play with
Yeah, I
another
mean, look
trans
at that.
person.
Dude, the forearms. Dude, the forearms are bigger than the are bigger than the chick's fucking
That's
shoulders.
fucking ridiculous.
And she's a bigger chick
Yes.
too.
On.
She's one of those that she could probably, beat the shit out of me in this stuff. No problem.
That's frustrating.
But now you got somebody
insane.
that's like, and so this is the other thing that's crazy about it. It's like, look, I won't be whatever their equivalent is to Division 1. They're like, well, I wouldn't have been Division 1, but in this, I'm better than Division 1
Dude,
because
yeah.
I'm the whole fucking division.
It's like they have
Well, not to
almost
mention the
God
attention
mode
they get
on.
too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They-
it's such a
Look at
fucking
this.
weird thing.
Look at his height compared to the other girls. It's
shoe deals
fucking
and
crazy.
jersey deals and whatever else, Wheaties boxes and shit like that.
Bud Light.
a whole bunch. Exactly. I mean, that's just it.
Although Bud Light came back pretty good with the whole Shane Gillis thing.
Yeah,
I think it's definitely helping people. Helping people keep on, the Bud Light thing.
But he got paid for that.
Oh, of
too.
course.
But he got
Of course. I mean, dude, he's probably one of the higher paid comics right now, is my guess. If he comes to town, I'll definitely go.
That'd be a neat show to check out.
Yeah,
If
we can all go. Kevin, sell some blood, and then you can come to the show with us.
Don't sell
Plasma.
semen. They just give that back.
Yeah, plasma. Kevin's trying to sell semen, but he finds out that under the bridge isn't the best place to do it.
He has to pay for that.
He's like, God damn it. Or that's actually what he does. He pays people, and then he goes and sells it to the. He's like, these dudes don't understand how dumb they are. They can get so much more than the $5 I give them. But he's mumbling it the whole time.
Goes to the sperm clinic and just spits into a cup for him. There's like 3 different kinds in here.
There is somebody did a fucking a skit, that exact thing.
Oh,
Where they go, the dude's like, walks into a sperm bank, and they're like, what? He just goes, I need a cup, and then just spits it in.
oh God.
Fucking hilarious.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I like how you get weird
Jesus
visceral
Christ.
reactions. It's not real, Kevin.
Still a thought of it.
It's the thought of the idea of it.
Not
Swallow
real.
it down. Don't carry it in your mouth, for fuck's sake. That's the gross part. You know what I mean? You're swishing it around in there. Just,
Free range.
and it's done.
It's free range. Trying to make them strong, Tim. Oh man, yeah. Isn't that fucking wild though? There was one that's even bigger than that. I mean, it looked like seriously like a 6'5", 300-pound like fucking Navy SEAL. It was fucking crazy.
Jesus, it's just insane. It's like, how
Again-
can you even possibly look
No,
at
but-
that and go, "Oh yeah, that's totally fine."
Well, and then the other argument they'll come. Well, but they're on estrogen. It's like, oh, okay, so that'll make up for the 25 years.
Yeah.
Of
Not being on it.
testosterone.
Exactly.
It's been fucking coursing through the
yeah,
veins.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Not to mention the bone structure is also thicker.
Yep.
Ligaments
Ligaments are stronger,
yes.
and there's all sorts of little things that make a big difference in the end.
Yeah, it's fine. Like it's one of the reasons why when you're young, they will put like boys and girls into similar sports.
Yeah.
Right. They'll put them on the same teams and shit like
Uh-huh.
that.
Yeah, co-ed. That's
But-
what they called it.
Yeah.
I don't even think they called it co-ed back then. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't. It was just that was the
Oh,
sport.
you were
Well,
talking
it
about
was-
PE then?
yeah,
Or-
No, I'm
like-
talking about like when you were a little kid. Like if you played baseball, there might be chicks out there.
Yeah.
When you were 6,
Well, it's because
7
the
years old.
differences weren't as big.
Because the
back
differences
then.
are not that big
Yeah.
when you're a child.
No.
It's when the hormones start hitting, and then
Yeah.
they veer off completely. And actually, I think it's probably closer to like 8 or 9 when they
Right.
start veering off.
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
drastically. So yeah, that's why I find it just crazy that they're like, no, you can be a full-grown adult dude. Sure, you want to be a chick? Why not hop on our team?
It's
Put
fucking
this
ridiculous.
bra on, throw a skirt on,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
on your way.
And there you go.
That's where it gets wild. The sports side, like I don't care what anyone does outside, like,
No.
but that's just crazy to me.
Well, yeah, just because the disparity is so
Well,
large.
They
It's
just want to play, though, Shane. Just let them play.
Then they should play. They should make a trans league then.
That's what I just fucking said.
Yeah.
It's like, fine, let them play.
Create their own league.
I don't know, man.
Give them a
you know
trans
what?
league.
I'm actually starting to move away from that. I think they should play with the women because it'll make betting a lot more fun.
What do you mean?
Just gonna bet on the dude.
Oh,
well,
obviously.
no, it won't. That's just it.
Well,
It's gonna change the whole fucking.
That's true. Yeah.
Spread, dude.
Yeah.
Because everyone's gonna bet on the
That's
dude.
what I mean.
That's fine. I'll make my few pennies here and there.
That's what
Just do it enough
that's not
times.
gonna
That's
do
good
anything for the
money.
betting. That's not doing shit.
Yeah,
man.
well, that's gonna.
I know,
ruin
but
the whole
at
thing.
one point, what it'll be is just 2 teams of trans.
Yeah, that's
is what
exactly
it'll
it's gonna be.
Women will have no sports.
We'll come
That's what's
full
gonna
circle
happen.
is what's going to happen.
No, it'll just be a men's league and almost men's league.
Yeah.
Well, and
the
that's
men that didn't make it league.
Yeah,
well,
it's what it'll end up.
and that's
It'll
exactly
be like the semi-pro and pro, but
Right.
But
you
and
know.
that, of course, is exactly what Riley Gaines' argument is. Is that we don't want it to get to that fucking point.
No, and the thing is, I think that if we keep going down the road in the sports side, it will.
Sure.
Well,
Yeah,
let's just
I
say
think it
this:
will too.
women shouldn't be playing sports anyway.
Yeah.
They should be back in the kitchen.
What I was going to
and
say,
doing the more
what
important things.
sports can you play in the kitchen?
They're better mothers anyway.
And
you
how many
know?
sports do you play barefooted?
That's what they
Doesn't even make sense.
That makes more sense for me. I'm in support of
Beach
that.
volleyball, is that the only barefoot one?
Barefoot.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
they can keep beach volleyball.
Some martial arts do their barefoot
Those aren't
stuff
sports.
too. Yes, it is.
It's martial arts.
It's still considered like a combat sport.
I don't. No, not. Well, it depends on what you're talking about.
Shane, shut the fuck up. It's a sport,
I actually did
dude.
karate for a long time.
I did too.
Yeah, but you didn't get to the nationals, did you?
Well, no.
Yeah, because
I
you're a
didn't
fucking.
care.
You're a
Shane.
fucking nerd.
Shane is goddamn fucking.
Wait,
I did.
You be the
skateboarding,
nerd?
too. I used
You're the
to
one
do
that went all the way to
quads and
nationals.
fucking-
No, as a karate kid, that's no. I'm saying you're a nerd because you didn't do that.
Because I didn't do
Yeah,
that.
because you're too into your stupid comics, you fucking nerd.
I was into all kinds of
Okay,
shit.
Venom.
That's a good comic though. I like Lobo.
Lobo was
That's
badass.
a pretty badass one.
But no, I actually I did. I went to the nationals.
Yeah, but it's still considered a combat
I just
sport.
no, but it wasn't though, because we were just doing it was kata and then like no contact, but it was like light contact sparring.
Uh-huh.
So we didn't do, dude. If I would have known that there was full contact potential later on, in the '90s, like the UFC type shit, I'd have been like, maybe I'd take this a little more seriously.
Yeah, obviously
went-
that was when UFC started kind of
Well, I went with
coming to prominence.
and karate would have been okay, and it's not great because there's only one guy I can think of, Lyoto Machita.
Yeah.
That's the only guy I can think of that did basically straight up karate.
Yeah, and that's the thing
I
is
think
that
his ass laid out a couple times.
that's why they call
Machita?
it.
I don't think so.
That's
Did-
why mixed martial arts tends to work out a little better.
Yeah,
because-
anyone
Check
back
and
in the
see,
day,
how
if
did
they had
Lyoto-
any set
Lyoto Machita do?
martial arts, they
I
weren't
don't
very
think he
good.
got
but
knocked out very
then
much.
it started moving towards mixed martial arts, where they had several different. Because I remember, there was a karate guy that always had his gi.
Crazy.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was always crazy.
But then it was pit fighting. That was our boy Tank.
So he's 24 wins, 8 losses.
I wonder how many
That's not
losses
very
by
many
knockout.
fights. That's not many fights at
They don't
all.
do a lot of fights.
No, they don't.
It's not the same as other sports like this. No, Lyoto Machita was fucking great. He's a weird dude though. He would drink his own piss
Ugh.
because that was part of his ritual that he would do before
Jesus
fights.
Fuck, dude. Oh,
I don't know. He even got his girlfriend to start doing it.
could you imagine how angry he would be if he drank his piss and lost?
Yeah, he'd be like, "Oh man,
What
I
the
drink
fuck?
my
I
piss."
drank that piss for nothing.
You know what though?
Maybe I
He's
should
done
drink
it so
more
many
next
times.
time.
So, how many knockouts had been against him?
That's what it was. He didn't drink
Loss.
his girlfriend's
Okay,
piss.
TKO. You got a loss. TKO.
Mm-hmm.
Decision. And the TKOs might not even be knockouts.
No. It could just be the.
Oh,
you know,
actually, it does
what's
say.
called.
So that when it's an actual KO, it
Yep,
just says
there's a
KO.
KO next
So
to it.
none of his have actually been. He's never been knocked out. it
No,
looks
he's
like.
never been knocked out.
TKOs, but
Yeah,
that's not quite the same.
he's definitely knocked people out. That's for sure.
Oh, dude,
He
he
took
was
out Thiago Silva.
Well, yeah, you
Dude,
get
he
a-
was
you
fun
get
to
a heel
watch.
to your fucking dome, of course.
Well, that's the
you
thing. He did a lot of
Yeah.
good fucking heel kicks and like, what was that? That is it the crescent kick or whatever the fuck? The one where you come or the whatever the one is like
Yeah.
it comes in like a J or whatever.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
But
I don't know. the exact
I know
name
I've
of
seen
it.
him do that and fucking take somebody down. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just remembering this wrong. It's not
Well,
even. He didn't even kick anyone.
Looks
he
like
never lifted his legs.
His last fight, he beat Vitor Belfort. Fucking machine gun fists. So I used to call Vitor Belfort because his punches, he just come in.
Yeah, this is when they're both pretty old though, right?
Yeah, this was
2018.
2018.
So still, what,
Yeah.
6 years ago?
Oh, that's not bad.
UFC 224.
Yeah, no, like I said, Lyoto Machita was one of my favorites to watch because
Yeah, he was great.
he was basically a stand-up guy, He would go and do submissions, but he,
Yeah, I hated the mat fighting when they got down on the ground.
I didn't mind it if there was action.
Yeah.
Or if
That's what I hated about Gracie.
Well, that's
whenever he
actually what I
fought.
liked about Gracie. Gracie, when you watched him, it was a fucking chess
Yeah,
match.
it was different when Gracie.
Because
did it.
I completely agree. I think Gracie was something to watch because
all the
his
Gracies.
shit. Well, and the reason they used him versus the other ones, because the other ones were better actually.
We've covered this.
Yeah.
Right? But they used him because they were like, well, he's the smallest one, and what we want to show is that it doesn't matter how big you are.
Right.
This fucking works.
Exactly.
And that was also back when it wasn't mixed martial arts. It was a boxer versus this.
Yeah,
right,
yeah. And you might have a guy
They're
that was
taking
that was
different
trained,
fighting styles and putting them together.
And you
or
might
you
have a
had-
guy that was trained in two different styles, but it didn't usually.
Or
go
you had
much further
Tank
than that.
Abbott, who was like, I just fight in bars.
It was-
Right.
Tank Abbott was
Exactly.
pit fighting. It even
Yeah.
said pit fighting.
Yeah, but he was basically
He was
a
just
bar
he was a
brawler.
brawler. Yeah, exactly.
he would just be like,
Tank Abbott
hey, you
fucked
looking
shit
at me?
up.
All right. Match
Fuck you
one.
looking at, bud?
I'm 38-1.
smashing cans on his head and
Yeah.
then goes
Yeah.
and fucking.
Because he's hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Comes out with a 2x4.
Didn't hacksaw Jim Duggan do that? No, that was fucking Stone Cold that did the smash into the beer cans.
Yeah, that was Stone
I
Cold.
thought Hacksaw did something
No,
like that
well,
too.
Hacksaw came out with the 2x4.
I know he came
And,
out with that, but I thought he
uh,
did something with beer cans too.
I don't know. I
Coulda
don't remember
swore.
him doing anything like that. That was usually Stone Cold. It was.
Well,
you
see,
know,
that's the thing.
slamming beers and
I
stuff.
stopped watching before Stone Cold.
Okay, see, that was because that was the Attitude Era. That was one of the best WWF eras. Wrestling eras was that era.
Because it was also still called the WWF.
It was the WWF, but it was also just more
The World,
fun. Like it was
the World
more,
Wildlife Foundation.
Yeah, no, it was just more fun. Like it wasn't as
These
highly
caged animals.
It wasn't as highly scripted as they are today. Like the wrestlers could actually come up with shit on the fly.
Yeah.
and just and it was
Well,
just
now
more
it's
fun.
it's basically like watching a telenovela.
yeah,
On
exactly.
television.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more
On-
off the mats than it is on the mat.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, and the thing, I haven't seen much of it, but I've flipped through channels before.
Yeah.
And you see it, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what are they even talking about? And it's like, South Park did such a great parody of it because it ended up being like Cartman played two different people. He was this chick who kept getting fucked by everybody and having abortions.
Jesus.
And it was fucking wild. Like I said, it was
It's
wild.
South Park, yeah.
And like they got all these people in the neighborhood and of course it's all the hillbillies that are there. They're like, "Oh my God, can you believe it? She's only 8 years old and she's had 23 abortions."
I think I remember this one actually.
Jesus
So fucking funny.
Oh my God.
Dude, one of I mean, and it's a great fucking parody of the whole fucking
Yeah.
WWE shit. But yeah, no, when I was a kid, like it was mostly about the wrestling, and
Yeah.
and the aerobatics and all
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
shit.
and then obviously you had people would get into like the the fucking rivalries that were going
But
on.
most of that
but
stuff was done in cutscenes behind the stage.
yes,
Not much of that was ever done out front. There was some.
Yeah. It did
There
from
was
time
some.
to time, but mostly it was backstage.
Yes,
Yeah,
most of that
yeah.
stuff was like they would show a scene from backstage of something that they'd already recorded like 3 days ago.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they would show that, and, they'd be like, "All right, well, these guys really hate each other."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Do they?" What take was that?
I never got into it at all. I mean, I might have watched one or
I did
here
a
or
little
there.
bit.
I mean, I remember
liked it-
Sting being my favorite.
Oh, Sting was the shit. Yeah.
'Cause, he
mine
looked
was-
like Brandon Lee, basically.
yeah, well,
Mine was Ultimate
The
Warrior.
Crow. He looked like the Crow.
do you know who gave him that idea to look like the Crow? It was Scott Hall, Razor Ramon.
That guy's dead,
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying this is back in the day when
and
Sting
he's
first
now
did
back, and he's got a crow.
that.
It's kind of fucking weird.
Sting's back?
Scott
No.
Hall's the Crow. No, Sting just
Razor
retired.
Ramon.
Sting just
So,
retired.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't.
I believe Sting just had his last match like not too long ago. And
so he was.
retired.
He's
It would've
still
been
fighting?
hilarious.
Oh
He
my
was.
God,
yeah,
dude.
he just retired.
It would have been hilarious if in The Hobbit or fucking Lord of the Rings, Frodo or Bilbo pulls out Sting the wrestler
No, the singer.
or the singer. He pulls out the whole police.
I'll be watching.
You're like, wait, what the fuck did I just start watching? This is not the movie I remember.
That's how it would go down.
Yeah,
Cherub or whatever her name was.
Shelob.
Shelob. That's what it was.
Shelob, the
That was
spider.
The spider's
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, and, dude, they should not have put that in there.
Why not?
That stings. I'll name it Sting. That's dumb.
Oh, the sword?
Yes, they shouldn't have put that scene in there. I'm sorry, I don't care if it's in the book or not. It's a dumb scene to translate onto
I don't
on
remember why they called it Sting.
Well,
What was that?
The
What do you
the
call
little
it?
sword that glowed when orcs were nearby.
That's why he named it Sting,
Well,
because he stabbed the fucking spider and
No,
goes,
no,
"Ah,
it was called Sting originally.
Yeah,
The sword was always called Sting.
right.
No,
Bilbo
wasn't.
gave it to him. He said,
Yeah,
"This
Bilbo
is
had
this
it
he did."
first.
Bilbo named it. This is in The Hobbit, you dummy. Not in the fucking Lord of the Rings. In The Hobbit, the 3-part, he
No.
stabs the spider goes, "Ah, that stings." That's how he got the name.
That's not in the. That's the movie. Not
I
in
know.
the
that's
book.
why I said it was
That's
dumb as shit.
not in the
It
book.
should not have been in
Yeah,
there.
okay.
I said even if it was in the book, it still should have
Well, it
never
was
been in
not
the
in the
movie.
book. It was not in the book.
What I'm saying though is, even if it was,
See,
it should have never been in the
okay,
movie because
well,
it does not translate to the screen.
I didn't watch.
You don't need that.
I didn't watch past the first Hobbit movie because it sucked.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
the whole
When
thing.
he started singing, I was like, okay, I think I'm good with this.
Yeah. No, the Lord of the Rings movie. I actually recently just watched them again.
They're
'cause
great movies.
They're
The Lord of the
still
Rings
good.
are still good,
The only
yeah.
thing that doesn't really hold up is the CGI.
Yeah.
You know,
I
because
mean,
there's
yeah,
spots where you're
sure.
just like, oh man, that is so CGI.
Yeah, yeah. I
'Cause
mean,
I-
obviously for the time it was good, but the thing is with CGI is it doesn't age well.
No.
It never has, especially back in the old days.
But they didn't use so much that it was like watching the early fucking Star Wars movies.
Right. Yes.
Which was terrible.
yeah. Those
You
are
could
awful.
actually see glitches on the screen
Yeah.
too. That's
Yeah.
what blew
The
my
only thing
mind,
I
too.
loved about the first 3 Star Wars is General Grievous. I thought that was a great character.
Yeah.
I liked him too. Yeah.
I wish there would have been more with him. He was in it for not long enough.
No, he wasn't, and I did like the character. I liked how he used the 4 lightsabers that he'd stolen from
Yeah,
Jedi.
yeah. Everyone he kills, he fucking takes,
Yeah.
and then puts. You know, he's got what, 4 arms?
Yeah, 4 arms. So I mean, he actually is a threat to a Jedi. So because a lot
Well,
of
and
the characters
I
just
also-
get taken out easy.
I also loved how he's like, I studied you guys, and then he just spins them.
yeah, I know,
You're
right?
like, that's not.
Oh no!
You're like, wait a minute. So you're just a big ceiling fan?
Just a,
Yeah.
a meat grinder, huh?
Okay, I guess I've never fought a ceiling fan before.
Well, I mean, it is a pretty intimidating sight to see.
Yes,
two
no,
it
it
is
looks
blades
cool as
coming
shit.
in.
Yeah.
But
Give it
that
to him.
out of all the
And how maneuverable he was. That
yeah,
was a fucking fast.
And out of those first 3 movies, he's definitely my favorite character.
Yeah,
The other fact
he's a
that,
cool bad
that
guy.
he's in a new technology, so his heart and lungs don't work very well.
Yeah,
in
he's
this.
hacking and coughing.
And, yeah,
and,
he's kind of sick because this new technology
Uh-huh.
hasn't really. It's not good enough to where it's like, no, it just works perfectly the first try.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna go through some shit.
Yeah, exactly. No, I like that too. And it's too bad they didn't use him more, because
Yeah, he would have been great if
Yeah.
he was in at the end of the first one.
yeah. Well, and see, the thing is, based on the story, he apparently was heavily involved in the actual Clone Wars. But by the time the movies, when they take place, when he shows up, that's like towards the end of the wars.
Yeah.
So you don't really get to see him in a whole lot of action.
Yeah, I think the third one has one of the best openings though.
Oh yeah, it does.
The
that
fucking
whole battle, the
right
space
up-
battle.
yeah,
and stuff,
that's
yeah,
fucking great.
That was an awesome
That
scene.
that
yeah.
I liked.
Yeah.
Do you remember any of this?
I'm trying to remember it. I can't.
Yeah, the third
I
one
probably
they
just like Kevin just gave up on it.
no the third one they open up with what were the clone ships called? I forget what those ones were called.
I forget what they were called, but they are like early versions of the Star Destroyer.
Basically.
Yeah, yeah.
But they had, instead of like one dorsal fin, they had like 2
Yeah,
that stuck up,
uh-huh.
and they would usually be in red coloring
Okay.
or blue. But those things are above this planet, just fucking annihilating stuff
Yeah.
from the what are the clones, or not the clones, the androids called?
Oh, they're just droid. The
I know,
droid
but
army.
they
yeah.
were
Oh, they were the
Droidekas?
Trade Federation.
Trade Federation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're fighting the trade.
Roger.
Yeah, they're fighting the
yeah.
trade, and I loved those things too. Those I liked. I like those. So there's like a few good things out of it where I was like, wow, they could have made such a good movie.
Yeah, no.
Based on these couple of things,
Yeah.
and then they made what they made.
Yeah, no, there was. See, that's the thing. There was all the elements were there to make something great, and honestly, I think that the scripts just needed to be rewritten by someone who was competent.
And no offense to Hayden Christensen, but he was not good.
no,
You underestimate
Yeah.
my power.
Yeah, he was fine in
I
the
hate
movie
sand.
Shattered Glass.
It gets everywhere.
because that's how that guy was.
yeah, that was a good movie.
It's a great
Yeah,
fucking movie. It's crazy that guy is now a lawyer. The real guy.
Is he really?
The real guy is
oh,
a lawyer.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
he plagiarized like tons of articles back in the day.
he didn't plagiarize. He just
Oh,
made
not
them the
plagiarized.
fuck
He
up.
made him up. That's what it was. He made
He
him up.
made him the fuck
He
up.
just
and
made
then
shit
just,
up, yeah.
And then just wrote, "My source is my brain."
Well, he made up fake sources and
Yes.
shit. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, the weird thing is like, he had so many stories that were just incredible in a row that people were like, wait a minute, this doesn't
That's
seem
what
right.
got people
Like,
noticing.
How do you
it.
have
Yeah.
all these stories that are insane, and then the hackers convention where
Right.
people are fucking partying, and a hacker gets up on the fucking on a desk and starts yelling,
Yeah.
and going, "I'm the greatest in the world" or
Yeah.
whatever, you know?
Or
It's
he was like demanding like a car and shit
Yeah,
from, like,
yeah.
from this company or something.
because
he
the
hacked
company
or
was going to
whatever.
be like, you're going to be our security expert,
Yeah.
and it's
yeah.
like none of this happened.
Yeah.
But it's fucking wild. He got banned from fucking being a journalist ever again.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Stephen Glass, I
Yeah,
think. is
Stephen
his
Glass.
name.
Yeah.
Wow, they got quite the cast on this thing.
It's
dude.
a good
dude, it's
movie.
a
I
great
haven't seen
fucking.
it,
You haven't
but
seen it? It's
no.
great.
You should definitely watch it when you get
Oh,
the
what
chance.
an incredible cast.
It's a good movie.
I like the movie
It's
a
got
lot.
like Peter Skarsgård. And,
I've seen it probably 3 or 4 times because
Yeah.
it's a great story.
What's her name?
The unraveling
Chloe
Savini.
Savini's in it. Yeah.
The unraveling in it is awesome.
Yeah. It's really
when
good.
it starts unraveling, it's so fun.
And it shows kind of how he was trying to manipulate people, like, because everybody in that place loved him, and it was like
What was it called? The New Republic.
the New Republic,
Yeah.
which was a very well respected magazine.
Yeah, at the time.
At the time, and
Until-
until this,
Because they had to retract, what was it, like 30 stories or some
yeah,
shit that he
it's
wrote?
insane.
I mean, like, he wrote a lot of stories for that. It was one of their best writers, one of their most highly regarded writers. And then they had to go, everything he wrote is bullshit.
Well, I'd
It's
have to check
a
it out.
wild
Yeah.
fucking story, dude.
Well, it just shows there also what the difference when you have a good director with an actor, and what the actor can do with a good director and a good
Yeah.
script, and the difference. You look at Hayden Christensen in that, and then you look at him in Star Wars, and you
Well,
can see that difference.
It's also kind of the way I feel about, like, Keanu Reeves. I don't think he's a good actor.
Not
However,
generally.
I
I
think
mean-
he's great in the movies he picks.
Yeah.
Because he's good at picking, first off, he's good at picking something good for him.
Yeah.
And he's also seems to find directors that know how to use him in those. Either that or
True.
he just knows how to play it the right way
Yeah,
for him.
yeah.
But I don't look at him as like a De Niro or something like that. You know
Someone
what I mean?
who really like becomes the character.
Yeah, and I
like
don't
a
even think De
method
Niro
actor or whatever.
necessarily just becomes. He's
No.
good,
Yeah.
but
I think it depends on the character he's playing too.
yeah. If it's an
but-
Italian mobster, he's great.
Oh, he's fucking awesome. Yeah.
No, I've seen him in some other roles other than that.
Yeah,
Sure.
where he was an Italian mobster that talked to a therapist. I remember that one too.
Analyze this
And that.
and that. Yeah. No, he was a flaming homo in the Star.
Oh yeah,
Stardust.
I remember that. Started. He was like the gay sky
remember that
pirate.
He was a gay pirate.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
It's an interesting
It's
movie.
a good one. I liked it. It's fun.
I
Claire
haven't seen
Danes
that
is
at
in
all.
that.
Dude, I remember when she was so big.
Claire
Like,
Danes.
Yeah, she was like the biggest star because of My So-Called Life on
That,
MTV.
and then there was that fucking Romeo
And then
Juliet
but that's
movie.
what got
Yeah.
her that because
Yeah.
because My So-Called Life was so huge on MTV at the time.
Uh-huh.
And then she ended up getting in that with Leonardo DiCaprio, as Leonardo DiCaprio at the time was like becoming the big star.
He was getting huge.
He
too,
wasn't
yeah.
quite as
Before
big.
or after Titanic.
No, this is
It-
before.
Yeah, I was going to say it's before because
Yeah.
that was early 90s.
Yeah.
Or, like
Titanic-
94, 95?
Yeah, Titanic I
Gilbert
think was
Grape
like
before
97
that.
or
Yeah,
98.
yeah.
Yeah. Titanic was 97 or 98.
Yeah.
So,
And-
that, of course, made him even bigger.
And I hated
I hated Titanic,
No,
too.
not Titanic. Titanic was meh. I don't put it as
It's
I
too
hated
fucking
or,
long. I
or-
hated
Well,
it.
my
good.
problem with Titanic is they focus so much on the stupid love story rather than more of the historical.
I know they should have done
stuff.
like interviews with the iceberg.
It would have been
you.
impressive to see more about
No,
the boat.
it would be,
and
yeah, more about the boat, more about the goings on leading up to what
more
happened.
more
and all
about
that
J.P.
stuff.
Morgan.
Well, seriously, yeah, why not?
Why not?
Get
Yeah.
into that. That'd be
That would have been
cool.
an
Yeah.
interesting story.
There
That's
was a
what I
lot
mean.
more. I mean,
no,
'cause,
I'm talking
you
about the
know-
Romeo and Juliet. I
Oh,
hated
yeah.
that movie.
I hated it too.
Fucking hated
I
it.
hated
That was
too.
terrible.
Yes, and the thing is, everybody I knew loved it at the
I know,
time, and I was
I-
like, "You guys are
You had
fucking."
to. That was just
No,
it.
you didn't, because I was one of the ones that
Yeah.
was like, "This is terrible."
Yeah.
First off, my sister watches this fucking daily because
Yeah.
we were stealing cable at the time.
Yeah.
Allegedly, and so, but yeah, it was fucking absolute trash.
Yeah, I
I didn't like. Look, I would have liked it more if they would have been more modern with the
Yeah.
the
Well,
lingo.
that was their
talk.
attempt.
That
yeah,
was
that
what
was
they
their
were trying to
attempt.
do.
No,
They
no,
were
no,
trying
no,
to make
no,
it
they
more
weren't.
modern.
Well,
They
no,
weren't.
They weren't.
What I'm
no.
saying is they were trying to modernize the stylization of it,
Right, but
not
keep
the language.
the language the same,
Modernize the
yeah.
language and make the same story, and
Yeah,
I'm fine.
yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I like the movie O so much.
I
Have you
haven't
seen the
that
movie
one.
O?
No.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
too.
a great fucking movie.
What's that one
Who,
about?
that's not. Who is it in that black guy?
Mackay Pfeiffer.
Is it Mackay Pfeiffer?
Mackay
was in
Pfeiffer.
it?
What was the fucking chick's name? She was in
Oh,
the.
she's a cutie.
She was
too.
in all the dance movies. I think she was in it with like Mackay.
She was.
Was it
She
Mackay
was
Pfeiffer?
the love interest for
Heath Ledger. in
Heath
that,
Ledger. Yeah.
Movie.
Oh, are you talking about
man, what was her
Julia
name?
Stiles?
Yeah, Julia Stiles.
Yeah, that's it.
Was it Mackay? Yeah, it was Mackay Pfeiffer, Josh Hartnett, and Julia Stiles.
That's
Those
what
were
it
the
was,
main
Josh
characters.
So what is it? What is it?
It's
about?
Othello.
It's
Oh, it's Othello.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's Othello.
I gotcha.
Dude,
Okay.
it is a fucked up movie. But they made it modern times, and they didn't change. They didn't go, "Oh, well, you guys got to talk like them."
Yeah.
No, they just made it modern times. It's the same story. It. I mean, look, 10 Things I Hate About You is Taming the Shrew.
Yeah, that's right. It is Taming the
It's
Shrew.
the same fucking thing.
Well, a lot
Yeah.
of movies now are like that, though.
No, but I don't have a problem taking an old story and then reimagining the whole story. That's fine. I like that. But I hated the way Romeo and Juliet did it. They just stylized it.
I mean, look at Roxanne. Remember that one, Steve Martin?
Yeah.
That was
That,
Cyrano de Bergerac.
Yeah, Cyrano. Yeah.
And they just recently did it.
Well, they had
we did it again with what's his name? Peter, the short guy.
Oh, Peter
Dinklage.
Yeah, Dinklage just did it.
Well, the original movie was a French movie. God, what's the name of that guy? I think he's the guy that drinks like a fifth a day or something like, or no, 3 bottles of wine or 8 bottles of wine or some shit like that. Like the biggest alcoholic. The French dude. I can't remember his name.
The chef?
No, he was in the original fucking movie. I watched it in French class.
Oh, I don't know.
What was it? Roxanne?
Roxanne was
God damn it.
But the movie, the original story was Cyrano de Bergerac. De Bergerac. I can't remember how to pronounce that.
Well,
Another
I'm
one
going
was-
to try to find original movie. You guys can talk.
I think it was
Jesus Christ.
Honeymooners did a Taming of the Shrew episode too.
Oh, did they?
Let's see. What was it?
What was his name? Was it Honeymooners that had Bruce Willis? Is that what it was called?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, Bruce Willis was in.
And,
No. He was in
Sybil Shepherd.
No, Moonlighting.
Moonlighting.
That's what that was.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what that was called, but I remember them doing an episode about that.
Oh,
that
they
was
did. Oh, okay.
Very clever.
Yeah, I can't find it. I don't
See,
know.
and
I'll figure it out.
You know, and that's the same reason why I didn't like Romeo and Juliet either. It was because
because all they did is they didn't change any of
No.
the script or the wording.
No, they
No.
did change the wording a bit.
It was,
No, they
they
didn't.
did.
Yes,
it
they
was.
did
It was
not.
almost.
I've got the book
one
up there,
for
dude.
one,
They've missed a lot.
I'm
Okay,
sure
well,
they
maybe they
missed
cut
a lot,
stuff
but
out.
they didn't
Sure.
change the wording.
Yeah, it's still in that Shakespearean.
There are a few paragraphs
you know,
that they've
writing.
messed up in it.
I
It was
don't know.
not word for word of his work, but it was damn close.
It was bad, is what.
No,
it
it was terrible.
I hated that whole thing. I get what they were trying to do. I thought it fucking missed. It didn't flop. So
I liked Leguizamo in it. I really did.
I liked Leguizamo and everything back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back at that
was
time,
really good
I
in
thought
that.
he was great. I loved The Pest.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
But
and it's so bad, but it's so good.
I think we were originally talking about Claire Danes though, and like where she went. I know she went and did the show recently. She's been in a show Homeland, which is actually really good.
I thought that was over a long time ago.
Is it over now? I
Is
think
that Josh-
it
what's
went
his
for
name?
like 6,
Josh
7
Brolin?
something seasons.
No, I don't
No.
think Homeland's Josh Brolin.
No, it had
that was
her
Damian
Lewis, the
Damian
guy
Lewis.
from Band for Brothers. Yeah, and
I thought Homeland ended a while
Did it
ago.
end? I didn't
thought
know.
So. I'm looking it up real quick.
8th season of 2011, so it must have.
Yeah,
ended
yeah,
in
dude, it-
2011, so 8. Yeah, okay, but it was good. I mean, I haven't seen the whole series. I saw like the first 3 or 4 seasons, and it was pretty good.
Ooh, that's got Marina. What's her name though?
Number of
Marina
seasons,
Baccarat.
She is so
yeah.
fucking hot.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
doesn't it
I
say?
like her a
Okay,
lot.
yeah, it went to 2020.
You know, they were just talking about on the radio today, though.
Oh, you listened to the radio?
Richard Simmons.
What a douchebag.
Remember
you
that
are.
guy
Yeah.
Yeah.
that just kind of fucking disappeared?
Yeah.
And then actually, apparently, they had the police looking for him for a while. 'cause they
Really?
thought-
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a long time.
That was
ago,
like
but
2 years
he
ago.
just made a resurgence or something like
Kinda.
that. Yeah, because of a.
He
an
came out
announcement.
and said that he didn't like the fact that Pauly Shore's
Pauly
going to be
Shore-
doing a movie about
Yeah.
him.
Well, that and
He
he,
played him in
said
that
he was
short-
going to die. He like posted on Twitter or something. It was like, hug the ones you love. You know, I'm dying or something like that, and they had to retract it.
Well, yeah, but he's also kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And
I
on
think
top of that,
Pauly Shore
Well, he thinks
is
he's a
an exact
pony.
match to him. That would be a fucking.
Yeah.
but Pauly Shore does not have the voice. He needs to work on that.
Yeah,
He's
that's
close.
true.
He's got
No,
the
he's not.
he's got that.
He wasn't even close to the voice.
Yeah, did you watch the short?
I watched the
Yeah.
short.
There's a short
I
of
did-
him actually being.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what
cool.
gave the
Yeah.
somebody the idea that they were gonna like, well, let's do a movie with this because Pauly Shore looks a lot like him. in
Yeah,
it,
right
you know?
now, yeah.
No, you gotta watch. Find the short.
Here, it's
I
not
didn't
very
know
long.
that. I didn't know
Might
that.
as, yeah, it's
I
like
thought that'd
8
be
minutes.
a pretty good match.
It's about 8 minutes long. We'll watch it and comment on it. But yeah, because of this short, somebody came forward and said we're gonna do a movie with this.
I don't know why that always comes up. Anyway,
The fucking
The
day
dude
before.
jacking
before.
off there? I don't know why. Yeah, why is there a guy masturbating on
Yeah,
your
Kevin,
screen?
how come you have gay porn on YouTube?
That's so bizarre.
It's really odd. You
Out of
found
nowhere.
Kevin found a weird algorithm that only gives him gay porn.
there it is, the Court Jester.
Yeah.
Oh, is this homemade then?
No, it's a fucking.
It's like an indie thing.
I didn't. It looked like a.
no,
AI.
it was done by an indie fucking. You thought it was AI?
That image looked AI.
Wow. Homemade AI. Not even close.
We've been doing that a lot lately.
Kevin or Tim, we're all AI.
Settle down,
Yep, we're all fake.
Well, you started frustrating me, and I immediately went with Kevin.
dude. Do it, dude. Eat that fucking donut. Look at him.
This is Tim every morning at work.
just
No, I don't even think about it.
eat
Just grab and go.
Oh,
Like-
no, he went
Like
for the carrots
handful of
instead.
candy. Why not?
Yep.
He went for the carrots instead.
Look, I've been treating myself right all week.
Dry cleaning my office?
I don't know.
You an intern?
Segment producer.
Huh. You knew?
I've been here for 7 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry, I didn't recognize you there. Hey, give this to Richard.
We're back in 30 seconds!
Needs to hold
That
it
guy
up
sounds
during
more
a
like Richard
segment. Camera
Simmons
one.
than
Got it?
Pauly does in this.
Places, everyone.
But yeah, this is the whole reason that they want to do a movie now about Richard Simmons' life with Pauly Shore as the
10.
lead, which he fits the part and looks
Yeah.
9.
pretty perfectly. If he just worked on the voice a little bit, I think he'd get it.
So how's everyone doing tonight? Let's get some energy. Welcome to the Own Show.
7.
Oh yeah, and isn't it supposed to be like an Ellen type spoof?
Something like that, like
Show.
some talk show.
Yeah.
I was gonna say nobody's really that happy in
5.
those shows, are they?
No.
4. 3. 2.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be Ellen.
His latest DVD is called Sweatin' to the Oldies 5.
Oh look, I'm a pony. I'm a pony.
You know what? When you say that, I just think Jake.
Richards.
When we did all the mushrooms. All the mushrooms and Jake being like, oh, I'm a horse. Look at my hooves.
Camera 2, try to keep up with him.
Good luck.
Yeah, no shit.
Dude, he used to be on the Howard Stern show all the time.
Did he really?
Yeah.
And then
all the time.
he'd go David Letterman, and David Letterman would always make fun of him,
Oh yeah. No,
like
they made
piss him off.
they made fun of him on the Howard Stern show all the time, and then they would always ask about if he was gay,
Yeah.
and he would be like, "Oh, Howard, don't we're not gonna talk about." It's like, dude, just it's obvious.
Just say it.
Come on.
Yeah.
Nobody wears that many sequins.
Now, Richard, I was surprised to find out that this is your 59th video.
Yes. 59th DVD, yes.
And he never got in shape. That's the other thing. He's a get in shape guru. Never seen him look like he's in shape.
Nah, he always looks like he's about to keel over.
He looks schlubby
Yeah.
all the time.
Number 2, lower your calories and watch your portions. And number 3, move those buns!
This is how he was on the
Can I
radio,
tell
dude.
everybody
He would
that?
always go
Can I
fucking
tell everybody that?
crazy.
Mama
Cocaine.
wants to see, Mama wants to do. Tipsy, that's from Tipsy.
He's supposed to be holding a copy of Sweatin' to the Oldies 5.
Where's his copy of Sweatin' to the Oldies 5?
Everybody here in your audience gets a copy of Sweatin' to the Oldies 5. Yeah, I'm gonna be your new piece of exercise equipment. Look, Ellen, look.
His management's gonna kill us.
Who was supposed to give it to him?
Who out there wants to dance with
Dude,
me
sitting there just
in
like,
LA.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything.
He's like, they're gonna kill me.
And I got the
I'd have thrown it
moves.
on stage.
So let's start sweating. Here we go, guys.
I couldn't imagine working like that.
I know.
Where everyone's just always so high strung and
Yeah.
angry at you, no matter what.
And then,
I remember his shorts being tighter.
Oh yeah, dude. Richard Simmons, yes.
And then go
What's so
crazy.
baggy like that?
Yes, you guys are doing great. Now we're gonna scoop. Scoop. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, you guys are fantastic.
All
I'm
right,
good.
we've got to cut to a commercial break. When we come back, more with Richard Simmons.
Oh, come on. You don't want to see a movie?
I think we're good.
You don't want to see the rest of this?
No, not
That's
really.
we're out.
Not really. Thank you for that, guys. That was great.
Can I give you some advice?
He's not convinced. No, I think he'd play a good Richard Simmons.
I think he probably
It's not a
would.
story I care that much about.
I don't give a shit about Richard Simmons' story.
I don't. But at the same time, I'm like, I could see it.
I could see it being like
being
a biopic. Yeah.
Well, it's the
yeah.
same thing. Like, fucking who was it? That played Liberace.
Mike Douglas.
Mike Douglas.
Oh yeah.
I don't
That
care.
was an awesome show.
See, and I
haven't
didn't
seen
watch it because I didn't give two shits about fucking Liberace at all.
Neither did I, but it was amazing. It was a really good show.
It just there was nothing to it that made me want to go, oh, I should watch this.
When you had
Oh,
Matt
look,
Damon.
look,
Do
comfort,
it, dude.
comfort food. Well, yeah, it was weird though that Liberace tried
You
to
mind
make
if I-
that dude look just like him so he could fuck himself.
Yeah.
I just love the rainbow sprinkles. I used to eat 12 of these in just one sitting. Memories, all alone in the moonlight. Cats. Here, take a seat. No, here, sit for a sec. It's okay. I'm gonna break. What's your name?
You like
Hi,
this?
David. I'm Richard.
Something tells me that this is
Oh,
just
do
what
you?
Richard Simmons is like. Hey, have a seat. Just
no,
sit down on the floor
Dude,
with me.
If
Oh,
if it was
okay,
anything
I'm
like
eating a
the,
donut.
because I only ever really
weird.
saw him. I didn't see him on television,
Every
but I would
day
hear
I
him
try
on the
to find a
radio
moment to bring
Okay.
you
with the Howard Stern
Well, I'd see
show.
him like appear on TV here and there on shit.
I would,
like,
but I'd never watch any of
Yeah,
it. So,
right.
Over the side
So
of
it was.
the road,
It
just
would be like
turn
I'd
the
see a
radio
commercial.
off.
Oh, that's who's gonna be on. I don't care.
yeah.
You know,
When Harry
but
met
I'd
Sally.
hear him on the radio. It was always entertaining, but he was always on the verge of being
needs a donut.
too annoying,
Oh yeah.
and that was
Well,
what
it's
it
like
was.
right now. This
Yes,
is,
but this is what I'm saying. This is what it's gonna be.
Food was very
You know,
nice.
you're not gonna
I was
love a movie that's 2.5 hours of this.
You're only talking to me because
unless we get to see him jacking off,
Oh,
No, stop
that
it.
that's actually in the second
saw
act.
you
shooting
working
ropes
really
all
hard
over
not
his
to
fucking
be noticed.
interns and shit.
And I
Yeah,
know
I'll
what it's
watch
like
it.
to want to disappear.
We find out that that's
Okay?
how he treats
And
everyone.
what's
He
my
just
first
fucking
rule?
comes all over people.
Like yourself.
Okay, it's time to catch.
Look, I'm gonna be sweating.
If you like yourself, you're gonna be fine.
Now you get to be the
Since you
pony.
haven't been the kindest person to yourself lately, have you?
Be like, Richard, it's weird that you like to come all
But if
over
I'm wrong,
ponies.
just say, Richard,
odd
you're
to
not even
me.
a squirrel turd.
Let's put some more frosting on that donut.
If I'm wrong, just say, Richard,
Put the donut
you're
in your
none
mouth
other than a
first, though.
Squirrel turd.
By donut, I mean your
Don't
asshole.
be shy. Okay, you're beautiful. You're unique.
See, Tim, it has a
Uh-oh,
message.
Yeah, of course
He's
it
already
does.
hitting on him.
Okay? And where I'm right now is I just love myself. Every part of myself. Even the 300-pound me. Which is why I let him out every once in a while to have a donut. And I
See,
think
that's the
can
thing.
show
I
you
don't
how to
know
get
that I've ever seen. Was he a really fat dude
Here.
at one point?
I think he was,
have the rest
but
of my
I've
donut.
never seen him that
Or
way. I
don't.
mean, like,
No, and that's the thing. That would
But
probably
ask
be more
yourself, David.
convincing if you show me that
This
picture.
donut. This
Show me
is
that
what
picture, and then you now, and I'd be like, oh fuck, that's a
what you are,
transformation.
David.
kind of like
But
with
if
the Subway
fucking
pictures they have
can't
Jared. They
don't
show the
forget
big
about it.
version of
the
Jared.
before
Yeah,
of him
and then
in the big pants, and then the second one of him holding the pants
Yeah.
with children in them.
Right, exactly.
You're
And then
kind.
him in his prison garb.
Yeah. Still, favorite meme of all time is on a scale of Jared Fogle to fucking Casey Anthony. How much do you like children? Favorite meme of all time. It's the best one. I lean towards the Casey Anthony side.
Yeah, it's a
I love you, David.
that's a
You're
tough
the
one.
fucking king. Don't forget it.
See, Tim, it has a message.
I'm still.
Are you not moved? not a bad, like it's not great, but it's not bad. It's like it's a little stupid thing.
Yeah.
But
that short video or the upcoming?
The short video.
I don't know for sure if it's going to happen though. The movie.
As far as I can tell, they want to make it. I just don't know who they.
Hell, they probably already made it and just shelved it.
No, they've done that with a lot of movies,
That's
though.
what I'm saying.
Fuck, what was that one that I had heard about just recently? That
the one that we wanted to see that got shelved that had fucking RDJ as a Mexican.
No, there was another one where somebody played Bugs Bunny, and they shelved that movie. Or maybe it wasn't. No, it was Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, and Wile E. Coyote was suing Acme because none of the shit killed the Roadrunner.
Was it a cartoon?
Yes.
Oh.
It was...
because all their stuff sucks.
I think Coyote versus Acme, I think, was the name of it, and it got shelved. It sounds like a great idea.
It actually does sound like a good idea.
Like that's the first idea that I've heard from that series. That I'm like, wow, that sounds cool.
I haven't heard of Looney Tunes in a while.
No,
actually.
but that one actually sounds kind of. I'd be like, I'll watch it.
Yeah, what happened to Warner Brothers? Come to think of it,
they just make Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, well,
that's pretty much it. That's their like flagship now.
Yeah, because a lot of their other stuff fails. And
no, I mean it literally is. I think right now Mortal Kombat's kind of the flagship. That's why the movies, they're making the second one. I think they just got done wrapping it.
Really?
No
so,
shit.
Yeah.
God,
Wow,
it's a
like
continuation of that last piece of shit.
Well, didn't they do the Batman ones as well?
I think they picked some stupid ideas in it. I thought the Arcana thing was dumb.
That's fucking stupid. I hate it.
What it should have been is they should have just been like, look, some people have this thing and some people don't. There you go. That's it. No reason behind it. Yeah. I don't need an explanation to everything. Don't spoon feed me shit.
Right. I agree. And the thing is, in the actual games, it wasn't spoon fed. It's like some people had powers.
Yes.
Some people didn't.
Like for Johnny Cage, they found out that his long line of ancestors had this magical green power,
right?
Where that they could utilize that force to like throw force balls and punch people and
the
shit
shadow
like
kick and
shit.
Yeah.
And the thing is, so that was kind of cool because you were like, wow, I wonder who his relatives were.
Yeah.
They didn't mention who they were, really.
No. It's just something that, maybe skipped some generations and it happened. Johnny happened
to
be
lucky those
enough
people
to
just didn't know how to unlock it,
right?
That type of thing.
And like Liu Kang with the fire powers and stuff. Like he just...
his was from being orphaned and being raised as a Shaolin monk and all that shit.
And, so
being
it's...
taught by Bo Rai Cho.
Yeah. And then, then you've got a Quan Chi, who's a necromancer. So he used these necromantic
He was doing
powers.
this to get out of hell.
Yeah.
I forget, Netherrealm.
The Netherrealm.
He was doing it to try to get out of the Netherrealm. He would fuck with people and change the way that they saw reality. Like, that's how Scorpion ended up killing Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Is because he tricked Scorpion into thinking that Sub-Zero killed his entire family.
Yeah.
Which is not what happened, apparently.
No.
Of course, who knows now? I mean, Sub-Zero did actually kill in the movie.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing that I didn't like about the movie was I liked and disliked it at the same time. Bringing Scorpion and Sub-Zero back like 300 years.
That opening...
So I liked it and I disliked
scene,
it.
That opening scene with Scorpion and all that stuff, I thought that was one of the best scenes in the whole movie.
Of course. No, the guys they got to play Scorpion and Sub-Zero were great.
Yeah.
The only bad part about the guy playing Scorpion is the guy's in his 60s. It's a little tough.
Yeah. That's
they made him
Yuki Sanada,
I think he's a great actor.
He's an awesome actor.
But he's also in his 60s, and the other guy's like a straight up fucking good martial artist.
Yeah.
So I guess they told him, you need to slow the fuck down because these people cannot keep up with you.
And Hiroyuki Sanada is actually in that new show Shogun that we were talking about before. But I mean, it did have its good points, but I just
the
did not
Arcana
like
thing
the
was
direction
just too much.
It was so
that was the
so
dumbest
stupid.
part. Outside of that,
And
I could kind of give a lot of the other stuff a little bit of fucking leeway. Like that's fine.
And another thing, I did not like this new character Cole that they had.
Yeah, that was
I
dumb.
thought that was fucking pointless.
To me, it didn't make any sense to bring in Cole. Like first off, the main character of all the Mortal Kombats is Liu Kang.
Right.
Liu Kang.
Yes.
So you don't need to bring in an Asian person to play some new guy.
Some new guy that didn't even exist.
We need to give an Asian slant. I'm like, you already have the fucking main character.
You have
it's
all
Liu
the
Kang.
characters there.
He's supposed to be a play on Bruce Lee.
Right. exactly.
Even sounds like him when he fights.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Liu Kang and Bruce Lee both sounded like they were calling turkeys
When
to
they
mate.
do when they do the bicycle kick.
I know
That's
what
what he
it is.
does.
I've played the game.
Yeah, apparently. Jesus, we just spent like the 5-10 minutes
Dude, the
talking
new
about
movie's
the
coming
lore.
out, so hopefully they get rid of the whole Arcana thing.
Yeah, and hopefully they get rid of the Cole.
It looks like there's a
character
lot.
'cause he's
No,
pointless.
Cole's going to be in it. Yeah.
Fuck.
But hopefully,
How can that guy be beat though?
who?
The guy that makes the shield.
I know that was
yeah.
his,
he literally
makes
grows
plot armor.
That was
Yeah.
the joke because,
Maybe you know
fuck
what?
that.
Maybe they also knew it when they did it. They go, you know what? He needs plot armor.
That's
going to
fucking
be his armor.
stupid.
We're going to give him armor.
Yeah.
It's going to have plot armor.
That's what it
And
was.
hopefully Goro comes back and rips his head off. Or Kentaro. I'll take Kentaro.
Yeah.
Kentaro's my favorite out of the four-armed.
That's the horse dude.
No,
that's Motaro.
Motaro.
Oh.
Kentaro's the tiger one.
Yeah, he's got like the tiger stripes all over his back. And stuff.
What were they? Tigress? Is I think was their
Something like that.
lineage.
Yeah, because there's the
They
different.
were the sub fucking.
There's a chick one, isn't there?
Shiva.
Yeah, that was Shiva.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So Shiva and Goro are from the dragon lineage.
Right.
Yeah.
And then,
Hey, you know what though? I'm really sorry I asked.
and Kentaro would be from
You're
the,
gonna get a whole
the
history.
tiger
There we go.
lineage.
Jesus Christ. My bad.
I don't know if I'm correct on that. I'm just
It
saying
doesn't
things.
matter. It really doesn't matter, Shane.
But you know
What does?
I just think that if they do more, if they kind of get away from that Arcana garbage and
Yeah, because
you know,
that was dumb. Like, oh, you have to kill someone with it. Then how many are there? Like, there would have to be a set amount, right?
Yeah.
Or do some people now just get born with it?
it's
Like
Now,
Maybelline?
if they retconned it that way to where some people just get born with it, maybe then I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
it's not as bad as I thought. I still think it's dumb that you're just marked with the Mortal Kombat
I
seal.
know, God, that's so
You know?
stupid.
Oh, you have this tattoo. It's like, that's not a tattoo. It's
God.
just birthmark.
It is so fucking stupid.
Oh.
well,
Why is it in the shape of like a dragon in fire?
Yeah.
because
Because that's how my birthmarks look.
you don't have one of those. I got a birthmark symbol.
Well, that's weird. I've also got that too. I'm Jax.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
Jax's arms
fucking
thing was
stupid.
dumb.
Yeah.
They should have just because the way it's supposed to play out, I think in the games, is that he gets his arms ripped off and the
Yes.
government puts on new arms.
They do. Yeah. They put the cybernetic arms on.
Yeah,
and then
they're
he
experimental and
he
he's
grows them.
in the movie.
in
he
the
did.
stupid movie he
Yeah.
did.
Because you knew how to unlock it. And it's like,
Yeah.
well, they're made of metal. We could have just made them good in the first place.
Nanobots.
Make
That's what
them
it
good.
was.
Fucking
Look,
stupid.
nanobots would have
Nanobots.
been more believable.
Yeah.
Instead of, hey, unlock my. Although it was his fatality on fucking Reiko was pretty fucking badass.
Yeah, but
Smash.
Uh,
But the guy that they got to play Reiko, they didn't give him shit for fucking anything. Like it
No.
was bad.
I did think the guy that they had play Kano was great.
Kano was great. I think Cabal was not bad.
Cabal
that guy was pretty
bad.
good.
Wait, they had a Cabal in that? I don't
Yeah,
remember
Cabal was in
being
it.
Yeah.
He was beating the shit out of Liu Kang for a bit.
Fuck, I gotta go back and watch
But-
that.
Yeah,
I forgot
Cabal's
about
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, the guy
So
that
is-
played Shang
That's the
Tsung.
guy that has the hook swords, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah. So the guy that played Shang Tsung was definitely not as charismatic as the original actor that played
I also
Shang
hated
Tsung.
that they put in that weird dubbed background voice on him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They did the same thing with
exactly.
Melina, which was dumb. I was
Which
like,
was stupid.
stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're from a different dimension, so
Like-
they have to talk like this.
Yeah, so
Why?
Why? Yeah,
You know?
it makes no sense.
Like, I could get it if they were talking through, like, a portal.
yeah.
Fine. Okay, there's some distortion in there.
I get that, yeah.
I'd be fine with
But
that.
see-
but just that's how they talk.
No one will ever beat the original actor that played Shang Tsung to me.
What was his
His
name?
name was Kerry Hiroyuki
Yeah,
Tagawa.
that- yeah.
That guy
Didn't they
was
really
just
fight in that one?
awesome.
What?
I heard something about that. The original one, Liu Kang actually hit him in the face, and then they actually physically fought.
Yeah, no. Him and the guy Robin Shu who played Luke, the original Liu Kang, they were
Think
both.
I nerd out on this
they were
shit?
both.
I thought you knew about
no,
it.
they
No.
were both. They both have martial arts.
I was more into the
history.
game.
So they were
Like
that
when he
fight at
turned with the
end
blood
was-
on his lip, that actually was his real blood
was,
because he
yeah.
really got hit,
There,
theoretically.
Leonardo
That's what I
DiCaprio had the same thing in
heard. Django.
Django.
Django
cut
and
his hand
Chan.
open.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Rub
and
blood
then
all
just
over
kept fucking
Kerry
going.
Washington's face.
Yeah.
So
His
her
own-
reaction's a real
Yes.
reaction.
Because she's like, what the fuck is this maniac doing?
I know. That
Can
was
you imagine if he still
apparently.
had glass in his hand when he did it?
Yeah.
Though?
Yeah.
It's a great fucking movie,
So
though.
apparently, after they filmed that scene and they cut, everybody on the crew just broke up and laughed and clapping, dude. They were just like, "Oh my god, that was amazing."
That is cool. That if somebody, because most people would have been like, fuck, cut it, man. I'm bleeding to death.
Right.
He just was like, fuck it, let's keep going.
Yeah, he was in character.
I also liked, what's that guy's name? Nash.
Pete Buttigieg.
Nash, the guy that fucking was a wrestler. What was his name?
Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was Kevin, but I think I
Yeah.
know somebody named
Yeah.
Kevin Nash, so that's why I was like,
Oh, okay.
uh-oh.
Yeah,
Is
Kevin
that the right?
Nash.
Kevin Nash in
The Punisher.
In The Punisher got really stabbed.
With a real fucking knife in their scene, and he just said, "Keep going. Let's keep going."
No, he didn't say keep going. He just kept fucking going.
Just kept going, yeah.
He just kept going, and everyone was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
Because, well, first off, nobody on the crew knew. They didn't know. Who knew was fucking
Thomas Jane.
Thomas Jane.
Yeah.
Thomas Jane knew because he knew what the difference, what the real
Yeah.
knife felt like.
Well,
and
he
was
thought
like,
it
"Oh,
was a
no."
fake
yes,
knife.
until
Yeah.
he stabbed him, and he's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
And then Kevin Nash just kept going, so he's
Yeah.
like, "We'll keep this fucking thing going."
Keep rolling.
Yeah, he got fucking straight up stabbed, dude.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was
That's the
fucking
guy that had
crazy.
the red and white
Yeah,
striped
he was
shirt.
the he was the
playing
crazy
the
Russian dude.
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
You know, like for his okay, I don't think that was a terrible movie.
Was he also in Mad
No,
Max?
it wasn't terrible, but who?
Kevin Nash and
Kevin
Mad
Nash?
Max.
No, he's not.
He wasn't.
Oh, I
he
know
wasn't
who
the
you're
big
thinking
dude
of.
that
No.
drank the milk.
No, that's not him. I know who you're talking
but
about.
he
though.
does kind of look like him.
a little bit.
But
Yeah,
he looks younger than him. And actually, that
Yeah,
might be
'cause-
the guy that played Reiko.
Yeah, because Kevin Nash is like in his 60s now. I think.
Yeah.
Fascinating stuff, guys.
Yeah, no, we thought we'd end it with some movie trivia. That you got all of it wrong. Way to go.
That's what I do.
You're terrible at this.
That's again why
Mad
I'm
Max
here.
Fury Road. The guy that played it was Nathan Jones.
Yeah, he played Reiko.
Rictus
I believe.
Erectus.
Check and see his IMDb.
He's been in a lot of Jackie Chan
I
movies
swear
too.
he played in played Reiko, didn't he?
Movies.
Here we go. Good stuff. Yeah, he was in Mad Max. Right
Mad
there.
Max, but no, he was not in Mortal Kombat.
Are you sure? Because that's fucking just shows random movies in random years.
Yeah, like I said, he's in a lot of Jackie
Mortal
Chan
Kombat.
movies.
Oh, he was. He was in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Okay.
he played Reiko.
He did play Reiko.
Did
Although
he play Reiko in
I
that?
think he should have actually played Shao Kahn based on the way he looks.
Yeah, he'd have been a good
Yes,
Shao Kahn.
he
huh?
would
Because he's a fucking monster.
Fucking stacked.
Reiko's supposed to be a big guy too, but he's considerably smaller than Shao Kahn.
So they're gonna get to do Shao Kahn.
Yes, I forget who they got to do Shao Kahn. It's a guy that's got a ton of tattoos that they're gonna have to paint in order to look like a
The
Shao
Rock?
Kahn. No, he's a big fucking dude. I forget who they got to play Shao Kahn.
Oh well.
Well, let's look it up.
Yeah, why not? Let's find out who's gonna play Shao Kahn in
Well,
the
the
next
guy that
Mortal
played the
Kombat.
original Shao Kahn in
Colin
the
Farrell?
original movies
Was terrible.
Yeah, he was. That was Brian Thompson.
Let's see, Shao Kahn actor Martin Ford.
What?
He's a big motherfucker too. He's a bodybuilder.
Oh, they should have got what's his name? The Mountain.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
He's got the body
that's
for
a
it
big fella.
to be.
Oh yeah,
to be
dude.
Shao
He's,
Kahn.
That's
he's
a nice
huge.
dick too, Shane.
That was mine.
He's a
Tim,
big-
you said
yeah.
my dick looks
Actually,
nice.
Comparison.
Actually,
to the
he does
muscles,
look like
yeah.
he could play Shao Kahn. Man.
does.
I mean,
He does. I'd have to
How
see
to
him
make a
without the
shirt his
tattoos.
size.
Yeah.
Holy
You know what I mean?
see him in the
man.
armor and
And
everything.
see how they did that.
But
See,
I mean, he's
if
definitely
they-
got the build for it.
If they gave him the dragon curse that he's also got, where like one of his arms is getting in dragon scales, or if they go another direction and give him kind of the original look.
yeah.
So
Or
to
he has
me-
kind of like the spines and stuff that are kind of come.
well, that's the dragon.
Oh, that's
side.
the dragons. Okay,
The
gotcha.
original Shao Kahn didn't have any of that shit. I think they
had that skull
retconned him
mask,
to have it.
wasn't
Yeah,
it?
the skull mask. The skull mask is awesome.
Yep.
I know. I showed Kevin came over. I showed him the Shao Kahn figure that I have. It's even got when you take the skull mask off, all the fucking little ridges and shit, like the horns that he's got.
Oh.
It's fucking crazy.
Neat.
It is pretty neat. Thanks, Tim.
Hey,